Good evening to you. As Marion said, my name is Paula Whyte. I've been working for Vita House for the past 3 years in a voluntary capacity and a part-time capacity as a therapist. But this evening I want to talk about personal responsibility. And by that I mean how we actually look after ourselves within our lives. Most of the time we're not even aware of how we're actually looking after ourselves or even neglecting ourselves. So how do we actually explore this? There are 4 key pillars in life, which is our health, mental, physical and emotional health, our self, how we relate to ourselves, how we value ourselves, and relationships, in that how we relate to other people in our lives, our families, our partners, our children, friends, that sort of thing. And also our role in life, whether that's our work, our job, a carer, a parent, whatever it may be, our sense of purpose. So if we look at these 4 pillars and really explore them, it can sometimes be extremely uncomfortable. It shows up things that we don't really want to look at. And if we take a good, honest look at ourselves, sometimes it just isn't that easy. So facing the truth, as I just mentioned, can be uncomfortable. But it's our personal responsibility to take care of ourselves and to know what's really going on in our lives. So if we just explored health, the first pillar in our life, as I said, mental, physical and emotional. How does health look like to you? When we talk about physical health, I'm not talking about are you walking 3 times a week, are you going to the gym, as we talked about earlier on, all the good health. I'm talking about how your health actually looks like physically. Are you in and out to the doctors? Have you got coughs and colds? Are you got headaches? Are you suffering with different things going on in your body? So what's going on there? When I talk about mental health, what's your thinking like? How are you thinking in your life? You know, are there people out there that are spoiling your life or making life very difficult? Are you feeling that life is giving you an unfair deal here? Is life unfair or is life difficult? How is your thinking around that? And then how are you feeling? How are you feeling going through your life? Are you feeling content and happy? Or are you feeling sad or unhappy? And sad and unhappy are 2 different feelings, really. We often connect them together or put it under the umbrella of depression. But just separate them. How are we really feeling? Are we feeling anxious going on in life? Are we feeling stressed? Are we feeling upset? Are we feeling angry at the world or angry at people? Those kind of things is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about health, mental, physical and emotional. The other pillar I'm talking about is self. How do we relate to ourselves? How do we value ourselves? Who am I? Do you know, how do I take care of myself at a deep personal level? And the other is relationships with other people. How do I relate to the other people in my life? Family, children, partners. How do I actually get on to them? How am I communicating with them? Is my relationships good? Or am I busy in my work and I haven't had time for my family for a long time? Or maybe I'm ignoring my children. They're growing up and they're busy with their own activities and good. How was your day at school? Great. Look, let's get dinner on, whatever. How am I really relating to people in my life? And work or our role in life. It could be a paid job, or we have, as I said earlier, we could be a parent or a carer or whatever. Or what is our role in life? What's our sense of purpose? How is that actually working for us? Are we enjoying going to work? Do we get a sense of achievement when we go to work? Or are we stressed at work? Are we overwhelmed? Are we feeling put upon, undervalued, etc.? And again, with our role in life as a carer or a parent or a partner or whatever it is we're doing, are we enjoying it? Are we getting a sense of fulfillment? Or are we feeling overwhelmed? Or God, I wish they'd grow up if we've got young children, or all of those things. What are we getting from our role in life? Is there something going on that we're unhappy about? So what I would ask you to just think about for a second is just imagine a table, a good solid kitchen table with 4 good strong legs on it. And when that table is on a good even floor, it's nice and balanced and it's sturdy and it's strong. And imagine putting a big pile of books on top of that table. Doesn't bother the table can hold it. And somebody comes in and puts on another pile of books, and the table is still holding strong. And somebody comes in and puts another pile of stuff on top of that, and the table is still holding strong. When the 4 legs on the table are balanced, it can hold a heavy load. And the same goes for us. When the 4 key pillars in our life are balanced, we can carry a heavy load. But just imagine somebody comes along and knocks a chip out of one of the corners of the table, one of the legs of the table, it starts to get a little bit wobbly. The balance can get the load on top can get a little bit precarious. And we get chips in life in ourselves. If we have a problem at work or we're distressed at work, you know, it can put us off keel. We come home, we're a bit ratty, we're relating poorly to other people because of a bad day at work. You come in and kick the dog, do you know, that kind of thing. Or we have a problem in a relationship. That could be the other leg on the table. Something is going wrong there. Or the leg gets broken. We've had a loss of a relationship, maybe a death in the family or a death of a loved one. And next minute that leg is broken. What happens to the table? It starts to slide and the load starts to slip off. We can't bear it anymore. And we at Vita House provide that support to people. We are the holders of the table while you have a look at the leg and try and get it balanced. If it just needs a little bit of support or does it need fixing? We hold the table. What I would like you to just imagine for a moment is if there was a TV camera following you just for the last 6 months of your life, nothing more. Something like a reality TV show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something. Just imagine this TV camera was just recording you and the last 6 months of your life, nothing else, and it's just recording the facts. What would your health look like on the TV camera? How would your physical health look like? Would it see you going in and out to the doctors or suffering with your headaches and taking tablets every day? How would it see, or what would it be recording, the way you're thinking and look at your outlook on the world? What would it see with regards to the way you're feeling? What would it see you crying every day, being distressed, being anxious? What would the camera be recording? Just the facts. And if the camera was recording just you taking care of yourself and how you're relating to yourself, what would it record? Would it see that you value yourself? Or would it see you putting everybody else first? I know when we have young children or elderly parents that are sick, they require attention, but not 24/7. We have to look after ourselves. You know, we've all heard the expression, an empty cup cannot give. So we need to replenish ourselves. So what would the camera record in you taking care of yourself? Would it see you doing the things that you love or things that you like? Taking a break, going for a cup of coffee with a friend, letting off some steam? Would it see you taking time out to read a novel or listen to a piece of music? Would it see you taking time for a walk, just to smell the fresh air, whatever? What would the camera see in you taking? How would it see or record your self-esteem, your self-confidence, those kind of things? Or what kind of conversations are you having with yourself? Things that you'd like to do, maybe go to a dance, but I'd be useless at that. I'm no good at that kind of thing. I'm sure everybody would be looking at me. I'd be looking stupid. And do you have this negative talk with this internal critic? You're only a fool. You're no good at this or you're no good at that. What would the camera be recording with yourself? And then if it was to record the facts of how you relate to other people, how would it see you communicating to your family? Do you communicate to your family? How do you communicate with your children? What would it be recording? How are you getting on with your friends? Have you time for them? Are you picking up the phone? You know, oh, Jesus, I must write it. I must give her a ring or whatever. She's always got problems. I'm not. How would it see? What would it record? And again, what would it record with your role in life? Your work. How would it see you? Would you be getting up in the morning and think, oh, I'm off to work today, I must get ready? Or would it think, oh, Jesus, is it Monday already and I've got to go in there? How am I going to face into that one? What would it see? Or I've got to get the kids ready for school, or I've got to go up now and see to my mother or father, or whatever it is that we're doing in life. What would it be recording? Would it see that you get a sense of fulfillment, or would it see it as a burden on your back? So just imagine then that the filming is finished, you've 6 months of your life given to you on a DVD, and you're sitting on the sofa, and you're putting that DVD in on your own, and you are the audience viewing yourself. What would it be like to look at that DVD? Would it be painful or uncomfortable? Would you be like this, fast forward on the remote control and get past that bit? I don't want to look at that. Oh, Jesus, I can't bear to look at myself. Is that really me? What would it be like? Would it be uncomfortable? It's a difficult exercise to do. It takes courage to take an honest look at ourselves. It can be painful and uncomfortable. But when we actually do that, and we do explore what's going on in the 4 pillars of our life, there becomes an awareness. And an awareness is like turning on the light bulb, 100 watts in the room, where you can see the cobwebs, the cracks on the wall, you can see the stumbling blocks, the obstacles in your way. And awareness is control. It's taking on power. It's responsibility. It's having a look and seeing what's going on. We may want to turn the light off again, but once you create awareness, it's very, very hard to turn that switch off again. But we at Vita House are the ones that will actually sit on that sofa with you while you look at that DVD, look at the last 6 months of your life. But you hold the remote control. You can fast forward if you want or rewind if you want. All we do is say, just pause it right there for a moment. Just there. Just tell me what was going on there for you. Why was that happening? Let's just have a look at that. Talk me through that for a moment. That's what we do. We accompany you on the journey of you looking at your life and helping you and providing the support. But as I said, life throws a lot of curveballs at us. We talk about mental health, we talk about well-being, and mental health can be being distressed at the loss of a relationship or a breakdown in the family or a fallout in the family. All of those kind of things cause us distress. And once we're distressed or we're anxious, that's poor mental health. Do you know? And that affects us physically, emotionally, and certainly mentally. So if you want to take a stop and have a look at your life, I've some questions there, a little strip of paper there that might outline that for you. But as I said, it does take courage, but you've already shown courage by coming here this evening and listening to not only my talk, but other people's talk. So thank you very much for listening to me, and that's it.